Hello everybody, it's Tanya here and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a cute little upcycle refashion project which I'm going to talk you through. This dress came from a Swish event and was new with tags. I liked the colour and the casual throw it on simplicity, but not the fact that it was strapless. So I decided I would add some simple straps. I thought it might be nice to create a bit of visual interest by using a vintage embroidered tray cloth. So I measured and cut out the fabric for the straps. While I was about it, I decided to cut out some fabric for patch pockets as well. Straps weren't quite wide enough, so I added some fabric to extend them. Then, as always, I gave them a quick press. Next, I pinned and sewed the lengths together to make a fabric tube, which I turned inside out using a safety pin. Once that was done, I pressed them again and I overlocked the ends so that they wouldn't fray. Next, I placed some vintage rickrack on each side of the straps, framing the embroidery in the middle. Then I sewed the rickrack into place. Now I was ready to pin it to the dress, and I tried it on to see how it fitted. I selected the right colour thread to go with it. After an abortive attempt at attaching it on the machine, I decided to do it by hand. Because of the sheared bodice, when I did it with the machine, it just completely flattened the fabric and looked really unattractive. So the hand sewing worked out much better visually. With the straps done, it was time to start on the pocket. So I just overlocked the edges to prevent any fraying, and then added the remainder of the vintage rickrack that I had in my collection. There were a few spots and marks on the cloth, so I decided to disguise them by doing some extra embroidery in the same style as the original. So I embroidered some flowers using a daisy stitch and then a French knot for the centre. I did a few of them. Then finally I positioned, tacked and sewed the pockets on, and this is what it looks like. I hope you enjoyed watching that project. For me, that's the kind of project where if you've got a garment which might be a little bit plain or you're a bit bored of it, it showed you a way of how you could just jazz it up a little bit. So I wonder how you could apply that to something in your wardrobe. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!